Hello and welcome to another Nikomedia tutorial. So sorry that it took a little longer until the next tutorial, but I was really busy and but now I have a little time and I got an interesting question about someone sent me this picture here. Come on, I want to show the picture. F6. Yeah, of this Grater. And yeah, I searched for I just got the picture and I searched for it on Google and found it. This picture is from Raisa Lachoque, I don't know. And you see, it's a picture. It's done with the Sony. On Flickr you find it, and yeah, I will put this link in my description. And yeah, and this is not as easy as it looks maybe at the first glance. I think for this tutorial we have to be a little patient because I did not try it now before, and I think it will take a little longer because we cannot work here with. I want to make it with correct modeling. So I don't want any n-gons. I don't want any triangles. I want to show it with the correct modeling, just quads. And this here we can't work with an spline mask or something else because we have to have subdivisions here to bring out these bulbs, these bulges here. So, and yeah, this is not so easy, and so please forgive me if I make some mistakes in between. Because, as I said, this will not be as easy as it looks at the first glance, but we will do it. And I will render it with the normal physical render because for the rendering it's this should not take long to render. So this is just a chrome material with a little with a noise map for the roughness or something else. And I don't think we have to make the fork. This should be no problem. Let's see how fast we get where we are with this Grater. But I think we need some time for this. So let's start. Don't speak so much, just let's start. So what do we have here? We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 holes in the x-axis, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 holes in the y-axis. Okay, let's remember this. I need a plane. Let's go to C here. Okay, and make it here maybe to 50. Oops, no, this is the wrong one. Height. I don't care about the dimension at the moment because I can make this smaller later on too. Now I just want to model this. So I said 11 holes. That means I need 12 segments in the width and 8 holes here, so 9 here. That should work. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's correct. So, and I don't want to make it the whole plane, the whole holes. I want to be a little lazy, but I don't know. Anyway, we will make this. First, I make a backup folder and put in a copy of this plane. So, okay, and you see I have already named this file Grater, so I save it and go in the point mode. First I make this editable. Now in the point mode, I said we start with 5, then 6, then 5 holes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm Austrian, I know slalom. Wow. Okay, this should be enough. And now MS to bevel these holes, and I bevel this 10 centimeter. Yes, that's from another 10 centimeter. You see, with one subdivision and depth -100. So then I get something like this holes here, and that's nice. And I delete the inside of these holes. here and select. If this axis is in your way, so just with Alt D you can hide it, but don't forget that you have hidden it. Alt D was the shortcut. So wow, and delete it. So nice. And now I delete something of our plane here. I delete all the points until here. Bye bye. And all the points until here. So this should be enough to work with. Good. Now the next part. You see we have a lot of just n-gons here, and I don't want n-gons, I want quads. We could try to make this in the polygon mode. Right click and here remove n-gons with UE, and let's see what it does. It does a quite good job. We have now just quads, but this is not what I need, unfortunately. This is not what I want, because now I wanna bring out this point of every hole here. I want to bring it out, and you see it goes now from here to here, but I want it from about here, and where the other holes start, like in the original picture. You see, this starts about this, where the hole start here, this bulge starts here, and this is what I want, and this is here by far not that what I want. So go back. First what I make is I make a cut between this, so I halve the edges here, so with you see we have now a cut everywhere. This is exactly what I like. And now I bring these points a little down here. So this one, and I wanted to bring it down about here. So it does not have to be exactly here. So something like that. Let's see. Okay. That looks okay so far. Nice. And now if I make here a cut, KK, for the line cut, a cut here, a cut here, we have quads here, and bring this point out now. And now you see, okay, it starts here, and this could look quite nice. So let's bring this in a subdivision surface. You see we have our, but this is not really what I want. That looks too soft when I render this. Yeah, maybe you like it like this, but in the original picture we see it much better, this thing. So I want this more prominent. So and I could do this when I make triangles. So when I cut here, KK, but the triangles, of course, we repair later on. So I make here a triangle, and here a cut. Now when I put this in a subdivision surface, you see, I see it much better now. And this is exactly what I want. But I want no triangles. And here we have to play now. So how we can get rid of this whole triangles here? Okay, I think I have an idea. UL for loop selection. I stop at boundary edges, boundary loop, and go to here. And okay. And now I slide here. So with MO, I want to slide this edge out a little bit, but I want to make a copy. So I hold my control key and slide this edge. Okay, this Sometimes now it works. You see, okay. Let's go here to -5. Should be nice. Okay. I have here holes, but it doesn't matter. With MD, MD is for close polygon hole, so you can close this. So now we have here a quad, that's nice. But we have here a triangle and here a triangle. And here we have the polygons, but the endcones, but we can simply cut this. But first let's go with these ones here. We can get rid of this quite easy. Edge mode, select these two here. MM, cut in the half. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we have a quad now. It looks black this because we have a straight line here, and sometimes it don't like a flat line. So I take these 2 points and just drag it down a little bit, and you see that's done. We have quad here, quad here. Here we come on later. That's the only triangle we have now is here. This is again very simple to solve. Select these two and this, MM again, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. And we have a straight line again here. So what I do is I go point mode, MO, slide tool, and drag this a little up, just that we don't have a straight line here. So, okay. Okay, that's done with KK here. Make a cut here. And make a cut here. And we have everywhere the quads. I know here we are not ready, but just this one hole now. And this should look quite nice now. It looks quite nice. Okay, this is what you see here. And we have here a little artifact, but first we can go here to 3, and it's away. And if it wouldn't be away, just use edge breaks and deactivate the edge breaks. And but you see now it works totally fine. And what we have is NI isopalms. We have a nice mesh here, and here we do this we do later. So okay, works. So let's do this on the other holes too. Let's see if we can do this in one run, but I don't think so. So UL for loop selection. No, first we have to make the cuts to the triangles here. So KK for the triangles, and let's make this in the front view here and display the rotating lines. So I go, single line is out, yes. So cut from here to here, to here, here, to here, to here, and to here. Sometimes it does not take the cut. I don't know why, but it's okay. Just triangles. Same I do here. Okay. As I said, this will be a little longer one, but of course you can every time go forward with. Okay. Okay. But believe me, this is a good practice. Okay. So far so good. What I want now is this UL. No, now I want to bring out the points here. First, this is the first thing. So I made this 10 centimeter. So just drag it down, hold my shift key. I have my increments set to 5 centimeters, see 5, 10, okay. By default it's set to 10 centimeters, so it should be okay. That's good. Then edge mode, UL, whoopsie, but I don't think that we can do this in one, but I'll try it anyway. UM is for a path selection. Hold your shift key and add the selection here. See, whoop whoop, whoop whoop. Okay, and now I try this with MO, slide tool, clone, -5 centimeter, new transformation. You see, on some it works, on some not, so we have to do this is one by one, but this is not so much work, so go back here, UL, select this guy here, MO, apply, okay, this holes I'll make later, so I could here make this with double clicks and new transform, okay, or you go UL, check, MO, new transform, okay. So it works, but I don't know why it does not work when you select everything together, but what else? Don't think about it, take it like it is. UM now for the path selection, MO, oh, you see now, okay, this does not work. So then I try here, instead of -5, I try +5. Okay, works. UM, MO, okay. UM, MO, okay. UL, not UL, UM, and again MO, new transformation, okay. MD to close polygon holes, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, okay, looks promising everything now. And here KK for a line cut, to cut it here, and here, and here. Nice. So here we have to this. I make first these upper ones, then the lower ones. MM, okay. Select all these points here and bring it a little down. I am in axis mode, don't know why, but okay. So these are done. It works quite quick, so one I forgot. MM, okay, and point mode MO. That's really a good practice, because you get used to your shortcuts and everything. And don't forget, you can toggle between the last two tools. When you hit your space bar, with the space bar you can toggle between the last two used tools. So, and now we have to make, let's first make this here, and then we solve this. 1, 2, 4. See, sometimes it does nothing here, and sometimes you get this black thing here, but nothing easier than to solve this here. And bring it down a little bit. So, whoop, edge mode. MM, And I go again and slide, point mode, slide tool, and bring this a little up here. It would not be necessary in this case. You see, we have no shading problems, but here you see it. It's a little darker than the other thing, and if you go up, it gets the correct color. Okay, nice. Now we should make this should be just easy. I make a cut here in this 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. With I just hit so I can halve these edges here. You see, now I have 2 halves of these edges here. Same here. And I did this because now I should be able with KK, a line cut. Single line is off. Cut from here to here to here to here and to here. And of course it does not work here. How? And we solve this. We have just quads everywhere. And it's so cool to having just quads. And why does the knife do not work correctly? Since we have R20, it does not work correctly. Okay. Yeah, at least sometimes it works. You have to be happy with what you get. Okay. Really, I think that it makes fun to model like this. It needs time, but if you're ready, you are happy. You did it nicely. So here we have one thing. We could go here to. I want to be exactly at the half of this one here, so I make an here again, and KK, and go from here to here, and here I make a straight line down, but I can do it in front mode, so I can go here, hold my shift key, so I go exactly down and have it here, and everything, almost everything, you see, we have here a problem. So KK, I want to halve this here, everything. Okay. KK, and go from here to here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This one here, now I made too much No, it's okay, too many Then come on and now do it again. I need a KK, not So now we have quads. And this looks quite nice here. Let's see if we can watch very easy if you have any n-gons. We can do this when we go to the filter, and I have deactivated n-gon lines. If you activate it, you see here we have n-gon lines. So let's deactivate the filter. Why do we have here an n-gon? We just have to delete this point here. Delete this point. And now we should get rid of it. Yeah, okay. Good, nice. No n-gons, no triangles, no nothing. exactly what we wanted. And now we simply can put this in a symmetry object, this guy here. So I take it out of the thing. This is okay. And go to here and take the symmetry object. I hold my Alt key, and so the symmetry object gets becomes automatically parent of the plane. Alt key, and you see that works. And this is exactly what I want. And now I make this editable, but before I make it editable, I may drag a copy in my backup folder of this symmetry object, deactivate it. So make this now editable. I use my edit optimize script for this. The link is in the description, but you simply can click on C too. So when if you have weld points and everything. See, but so I am sure it will be optimized as well, and everything is nice. Okay. Center the axis is centered. Everything looks very well. And now we just have to go down here with some of these here. What I do now is I select polygon mode. And I select with the rectangle selection all these polygons here and make a copy of them. So I want to split them. So you see the symmetry one now. When I hit now UP, I have another symmetry. This is the new one. It's exactly what I want. So I go up and I take this new one. So again, object mode. Take this new one, and I want the axis exactly on this edge here, on this point here. And this is very easy. You can here go in the move tool, E for the move tool, hold your L key and go to the point you want the axis. So, okay, see, I have the axis now. And the reason I want this is this. Now I start with Shift S you can enable the snapping. And you see, when I enable the snapping, vertex snap is online, is on, and now when I drag this down, the new copy, until it snaps exactly where I want it. Make a copy of this, drag it down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one copy more. Okay, nice. So it starts with 5 and it ends with 6. This should be correct. It starts with 5 holes and it ends with 6 holes. Ha ha! That's it, and the only thing we have to do now is to make this, to resolve the last row here, which is no problem. Okay, so let's first bring all together here. With connect object and delete, I have it here in my toolbar, but you can right click, connect objects and delete. We have one object. To be sure, I just hit optimize here. If you don't have your optimize in the toolbar, you can just optimize when you are in one of these 3 modes here. You don't find it, you right click and optimize here when you are in the object mode. It works in object mode, but when you don't have it in the toolbar, you have to go in one of these modes, and then you can right click and optimize. You have to select nothing or everything and then hit optimize. So that's the reason I prefer it here in toolbar. So I can use it in the object mode too. So let's make this here. So let's resolve this one, which should be quite easy in point mode. Well, let's go in point mode, 9, select these points here. With MQ, I bring all together in one point. Okay, the same here, MQ. You see I toggle between these these two last tools. Now I have this Welt or Stitches View. I don't know what Welt is it. And when I click on the space, I have my live selection. Then get the Welt and the live selection. Doom, doom, doom. So you can work very quick. You see it? And because of my mechanical keyboard, you hear it when what I do. So, and I just look, where is the point here? It's on -200. I copy this, but I could remember it too. So bring these points here to -200. Okay, and now simply select these guys here. And MN for dissolve. If you don't have the MN shortcut in earlier versions, just right click and dissolve. Yes, dissolve. And we have only quads here. And we dissolved it. And don't forget to save this. And this now is great. We have just quads. Have a wonderful mesh here. Everything works perfect. Now I want a little like a frame around this here, and I do this. I could do it with loop selection and then T, and I'll show it what you mean. UL for loop selection, I select everything. T for scale, hold my control key and scale this up. Then I have my frame, but I don't want. I want here on the edge. I don't want this like this. I want here edge like a quad, like a quad. Yeah, quad here, quarter. And I show you what I mean. So I go in my front view and go to select this here. Select this here. T for scale and hold my control key so I make a copy of these edges and scale it a little. So this should be enough here. I go back. I know why I have still my snapping on. That's the reason I have here some troubles. T for scale, control key, and now I can smoothly drag it down. Let's say to 5 centimeter, 5%. That's almost too much. So something like that. The set has not to be perfect. Okay. Well, we can do it here with 410. Okay. So we had before we had 400. Now we have 410. So here we have 250, so we should go to 260. Okay, let's try it. Select this one here, and this edge is here. T for scale, and control drag. And I will go here to 260. And now we have a wonderful 5 centimeter frame around this with this quad, what I wanted. It's not a diagonal thing. This is exactly what I want. Save it. And if we put this now in a subdivision surface, we should have a wonderful mesh. Here, this is the best thing like this to see if you have some mistakes or some points are not welded. You would see it immediately. So, but here everything works fine with NI. We see the isopalms. We have a perfect mesh here. Everything is quad, everything is nice. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, but half an hour for this, you see. And we are not ready now. Okay, now the side part. And here we will have some. It will not to be easy to bring the side part together with this part. Or I do it very simple. I try it simple because that should work. So I make a symmetry object. So I have a symmetry and make another symmetry. Alt key, whoops, okay. Bring this one with E, with the move tool, to somewhere I like it. So let's say, bring it down 50 centimeter. And in the symmetry I say, okay. Does this look correct here? But it's not enough, so 70, so that this should be okay. When we make here, it's 140, then this should work okay. Again, I immediately drag this in my symmetry, in the backup folder, I did it. So save it and make the symmetry object editable. Edit optimize, okay. Next step is in the line mode, I select the outer lines here. So I could do this here, I think, with the rectangle tool. Whoops, this is the correct angle, yes. With MP, with Stitch and Sew, hold your shift key before you do something, shift key, and now I drag from here to here. You see, okay, it takes all the edges with it. This is exactly what I want. And it looks very nice. It looks really very nice. We did a great job here. The same we do on the other side. MP. Don't forget first shift key and then drag it. Boing. Wonderful. So save. What I want to do here is now F6. These two. I don't know that this is for potato slices or something else. I don't know. But I think I do it like I think it would, what it would be, there should be. The question only is, if I make it here, how I can make it that I have it on both sides with a symmetry object. I could do it, but let's see. I can do it later with symmetry object too. So it's first idea. I need here for sure some UB is a ring selection, so it selects all my edges here, and I want some subdivisions. With MM I hit MM, okay, one time, hit again MM, and I want one more MM. Okay, nice. I think I got it. This is nice so far. Now I think I work with this here. So I take take this one. You see the normals are inverted, so you see we have now the normals here inverted, so we can do one, select all with Control A, then align normals, and now everything is correct. Take this 3 here, or this here, that looks not bad. So I can take this to bring out and this to slice. Okay. You will see what I mean in a second. Now I hit I for inner extrude. Extrude this a little to the inside. And I delete these polygons here. Whoop. Or first, before I delete this, and before I go inside, I wanna drag them a little around. So what I do is, I think I do this with the magnet tool. MI is for the magnet tool, make it a little smaller. To make it smaller, just hold your middle mouse button and drag to the left and right. So, and I want the magnet tool, with MI is the magnet tool, just in the y-axis. So here nothing, here 100%, here nothing. And drag this a little up here, everything. Here a little down maybe. I want this curved look here. So we could do this with the slide tool too, but it's a little better, I think so. Now we have something like curve here, that's what I like. Okay. Yeah. And now I delete this. Now I make an inner extrude with I. So now I delete these guys here. Bye bye. Point mode. And I select. Be careful that you don't select something behind. Yeah, here, so select these points here and drag them a little out here. And I do it now. Deselect this one and deselect this one. Put this a little out. So that looks a little less out. So it makes not many difference because much difference because you will see we put this everything in the subdivision surface, but it should look quite nice in the subdivision surface. Look at this. NI, perfect mesh, and we have here our slice here. Yeah, okay. And we need a second one of this. So I want exactly the second one. So what I can do is I select this here. Don't select this behind. UF to fill selection, UF, so I can select this, okay. And I again split it with UP. UP, I split this out, so this is a new one. And bring this in to somewhere here, maybe. I'll just drag it down. So what I do first is, you remember, move tool L, I want to hold my L key and go to this edge here. Shift S to activate the snapping tool. And now I bring this down to, let's see, here. Okay. Now I go to the other one here and go to polygon mode and select the polygons here. Now this would not be the correct one, so you see I need something where this fits in exactly, so I can bring this for the moment to the side, so drag it to the side here, so I can see where it would fit perfect. Here it would be fit perfect. No, because we have here one edge. This would be the correct one. See, we have here all the edges, that's exactly what we need. So, here we have an. So for this, you see, we have to be very careful here. With the UP, it seems I got got too much. I go back until I make my UP, so this symmetry disappears. Yeah. And you see, here we have selected one too much. So best is, yeah, you look at your axis. When you see the axis is here in the middle, now it's okay. We don't have selected anything. UP. So again, go L for them. So L for bring the axis to here. Now I drag it to the side, whoop, and go to somewhere where it fits perfect in. And this was here. Here it would perfect fit. Okay, that means I can go to here, select polygons this here, just delete them and drag in this one. Snapping is still enabled. It should be exactly on this point. Yep, it is. Now bring all together with connect object and delete. Optimize. And now when we go into the subdivision surface, everything works fine. No, let's NH. So in this mode we see it best if everything works, because every mistake we would have done we would see. Nice, great. Okay, we're out of this, and I don't know if it's an original, but it seems. I think, let's see, it seems that it is on the other side too. This how can we get this on the other side? This should be no problem at all if we copy these two guys. So take these two guys, oh, be careful, I don't know, before I made a mistake one time before, so like this, so, and now I hit UF to fill selection, so I cannot, and hold your shift key to add the selection, so I cannot select something which I don't want to select, and here we do the same. Live selection, hold your shift key, don't forget to hold the shift key. So again UF, hold your shift key. Okay, everything is selected. We could select the parts between as well, so select this too, so, and we UP it, UP for split, and now we have this splitted, but you see it's in the wrong direction, of course. And now I want to select this part on the other side, so this first we need on the other side, or bring it, or we bring everything, the whole thing on the other side. Yeah, let's bring the whole thing on the other side. Don't be shy. We delete this side here. As I told you, I have not tested it, so sorry when you UN is for phone selection, so it's just this selection. Delete it. Now I take this one here. UP. So we have a new one. And I could drag it to the other side. First I want here L for, I want the axis here. Drag this one exactly to the other side. But you will have noticed now this is the wrong direction. But this shouldn't be a problem if we go to the symmetry object and tell here in the coordinates x minus 1. Everything fits. So, and if I put everything together now, so you see, okay, now we have the normals, of course, the other side, so align normals. Sometimes align normals does not really work, but so then I set reverse normals, align normals, or I just take this one, UR, reverse normal, and take just use UN, this one here, and reverse this normal. So now should everything have the same normals? Yes. Okay. Optimize everything. Bring it into subdivision to see if you have some troubles. But I don't think so. No troubles, no nothing. So we are almost done with the Grater. The handle later on will be a little thing too, but should not be as complicated a thing as this here. But now we have to make the shape of this guy here. So I go to the symmetry object, now I can name it Grater, and bring it on the floor first. So I still have not bring out this. So come on, where it is should be somewhere. Drag the floor. Drop the floor here. The link is in the description, so it's exactly on the floor. Yep. And now I want to put under this. I want to put an FFD deformer. So FFD. Hold my Shift key, so the FFD becomes child of this, and this the size I need too. And then I select at the first in the FFD. I need the less points you can get. This is 2 point mode, and select the points on the bottom here. Okay. T for scale. Let's scale it a little in this direction. Scale it a little in this. Oopsie. I have still the snapping tool on. So something like this. Okay. The only thing, if you scale it in this direction, you see, you deform your holes here a little bit. If you say it doesn't matter for me, you don't see it in the. For me, it doesn't matter. If for you it does matter, so just now I make this editable. So current state to object, and I bring this in my backup folder. Deactivate the FFD. If it's a problem for you here that it's a little deformed, so you can with UL select this T for scale and scale it a little down, but honestly for me this does not matter. So okay, we have the shape, and now we need, of course, thickness. It looks like paper at the moment. And here we have our beloved pi extrude generator. Link in the description is from the Maxon site. Select it, Alt, click on my pi extrude. You see, but I want it -2, and I want caps. Okay, let's say one subdivision maybe. And if I bring it now in this NI, we have a wonderful mesh here. We have everything. if it's not sharp enough for you here, so it can bring out the subdivision here. And then it's a little sharper, but it's okay for me. That's very nice. Should be nice here too. Yep. If you want it here totally sharp or something else, so you can do this manually. So you could go to here and later on, or just make it not 2 centimeter, make it -1, and bring it in a subdivision surface. Now it should be sharp enough for everyone. So okay, let's stay with -1. Good. That's almost perfect. The roundness here is perfect. We could make it sharper here when we make a cut here. So, and let's make it so that we have from this the same distance here into here. So this shouldn't be a problem. With KL, with loop cut, in point mode or edge mode or somewhere you want. So I go to here, make a cut here. See, it goes down to where we need it. Cut here. So the same distance like this. Just eyeball it. This is not so. So and da-da-dung. Okay, so now mesh is even nicer because we have this nice edge. So we can really be satisfied with this. So the next step is now this. First, don't forget to save. 1 hour for this guy. F6 now. Now let's make the handle, or let's first make the stainless steel part. Let's make the stainless steel part. We will need maybe another hour here. We will see it. The stainless steel part we cannot model it in. It would be possible, but it's a lot of work. This I wanna achieve with subdivision surface, with subpolygon displacement, and we need a displacement map for this. This we will make simply in Photoshop. And yeah, let's do first the chrome part and then let's do this. Okay, go to Photoshop. Hello. So let's make this lettering. So we make a new file. So the last one I made should fit normally. 1000 by 1500, 1000 by 500 should be okay. 32-bit should be okay. And black is okay. Take a 32-bit picture for displacement, it works best. Okay, create. Good. Then we need a text. And let's see. Here it works, everything. Area around it should work. Size should work. That's nice. Okay. Stainless steel. Okay. Bring this in the middle here. So. Okay. Maybe make it a little bigger. T for scale. Hold the Alt key and scale up. If you have an older version, you have to hold Shift Alt. So, okay, and now I bring everything on one layer. So with Control Alt Shift E, you bring everything on one layer. And here I make a smart object out of it. So I have a shortcut for it, but can right click and convert to smart object. And in the filter I go to blur, Gaussian blur. For displacement, never take an unblurred picture because you get artifacts and edges and ugly things. This 3 should work, maybe 4. And let's stay with, let's make 2. But we can change this later, so this is no problem. Okay, and I save this as desktop is okay, PSD is okay, steel. Okay. Back to cinema. So we need first we need of course some material and everything. So and I bring in my scene rig. You know it meanwhile. And so I have everything. I have lighting. I have reflections. I have everything here. I make a new material. Double clicking in the material manager. And I need just chrome, so I need no color. In the reflection, I go to Fresnel, conductor, and here I go to chromium. And let's see, roughness, maybe even 20, no 15 is okay for now. Okay, more I should not need. This is okay. And I put this on my grater. So, okay. And when I render this with GI, low GI, we should have a grater. Okay, looks good. Nice. It looks very nice. I like it. It's maybe a little too, the picture is, I think, a little dark. Yeah, but this is the HDRI route, so with another HDRI it looks different. But maybe I make this a little darker. So I go to the brightness here in the layer color, 85. Yeah, it looks better. Good, and now here I make a cubic mapping, and for the moment we don't see any difference, but later when we work with noise, and this we will make at the end, so with the noise and everything. Fit to object. Okay. So and now it comes the thing with the I know what I mean. With the lettering. So I copy this material, name it lettering, maybe so. I take exactly the same material, and in the displacement I bring in the texture we made. So the steel PSD, you see it does something, and I want to take it somewhere like here. So I drag this lettering on the Grater too, so this is my second material now, and here I say fit to region, and I think I want it somewhere from here or to here, or from here to here, this region here. Okay. And now if I render this, we should see something funny. I don't want any tiling. You see, we get something. Looks like it goes in the wrong direction. But this is no problem at the moment. I want first the subpolygon displacement. We need subpolygon displacement, otherwise it looks like this. Subpolygon displacement, and it looks like ba 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 ba. Come on, like this. And when I go now to, now let's say just intensity. Then we get this. Let's make it to 3 for the moment. You see how nice this looks. I make the subdivision level to 3 for the moment, and when we render later we can make it higher. 3 is almost nice. And it's maybe a little too high, huh? Let's see. Make it smaller. But I think it's still in the wrong direction. And let's go to here to -100. Yeah, now it's the right direction. It looks really, really embossed. So 2 centimeter maybe height. Look at this. It looks perfect. And this is what I meant. It's maybe a little too sharp. So I can try this round geometry, but this won't do anything here. But now when I go to my file, to Photoshop, go to Gaussian blur, that's the reason we made the smart object, so we can every time change the filter. I go make it a little higher. Before will be too high, but so you see the difference then. Okay, save it. Go to Cinema. In our picture, say reload image and render it again. And come on. It's much smoother. I think I can show it better if we render just this part here. So, but you can render this with middle. So I go to render, say with middle GI. The output, I want the render region, and I want to copy it from the IBR. So that this is the interactive render preview here thing. I copy it from here. This is exactly what I want. And hit Shift R for rendering. So I go here to 100%. So you see this is with 4 subdivision, with 4 blur. And now I go back to, what should we go again? Back to 2, so we see the difference then. Save it. Go to the material, reload image, and render it again. Then you see the big difference. This is now with less blurriness, and this is with more blurriness. So you can do it however you want. This artifact, so this here is just because we have an subdivision here of 3 in the displacement. If we take 4, then this will disappear. But now, and I think my thing is exactly between, so on 3. I go now on 3, so Photoshop, blurriness, 3, save it, back to Cinema, reload the image and render it again. Yeah, and I think this is exactly what I want. Now I drag this up, so I have here a blurriness of this is 4, this is 3, and this is 2. So you see, 4 is not bad too. But it's a little too much out for me too, so go to the displacement and make it just 1 centimeter. Yeah, this looks now nice embossed. Okay. This is what I want. So if I go here to low GI, render region, and say, how does it look? We have this nice stainless steel thing inside. Okay, but we have to find, of course, another HDRI here. And yeah, we have a very bad, when we go with this small arrow here up, we will get a better preview. Come show us something. This is because it needs some time to calculate the displacement. Yep. Okay, this is what I want. And now we could start with the handle. And for the handle, let's have a look how the Grater here. Okay. Yeah, this looks quite easy. We have a hole. This is a yeah. Okay, let's do something like this. Good. But I think I will make this in a new file, and then I bring it to in here. Yeah, I save this, make a new file, because we can later change this however we want. So, but we had it 400 per 250. We had it. So 250 was the x-axis. And the size 250, the x-axis, and here bring it down to something like this. Here, let's say 50, and here we had, I don't know now. Let's see if we. Whoop! Oh, come on. Just come on, don't do so much here. This is the size is C of 130. That's what I wanted to know. So, okay. And shift 6. The height could, yeah, this could be. Okay. Save this as handle. Okay. Make it editable. C on my keyboard, and I don't need the top and the bottom here, so delete it. Select everything and D for extrude. I would do it like this. Yeah, I do it like this. D for extrude, and extrude it out, so something like this. Let's say 25 centimeter. And don't forget, we want caps here. So okay, nice. But now I don't want it in the topology like this. I don't want the edge here. I want to cut around like this. And when we put this in a subdivision surface, we get this. This is not what I want. I want another topology, because when we bring the handle out here, this is we will get problems with this. So UB to select this guys here, and UB to select this guys. MN to dissolve. Good. And now I cut sometimes. I make KJ for a plane cut, local, and let's see, okay, this is nice, and I make a cut here and a cut here, so it's the same space here in between. A cut here on the side. Oh, maybe we make it rounder, so we don't make it a little rounder. So when I make the spaces in between bigger, I get rounder edges, something like this. I just eyeball it because the original one, it does not look really exactly too. So, of course, if you have this thing at home and you can measure it and do it exactly. So that's okay. And now I go to here, make the same here. So something like that. That and that, and the same on the other side here and here and here. So very nice. And then let's see what we get here. That's nice. But I want a cut here across and here across too. So we could, and now I cannot because we would have lots of quartz here. Could make it here just a cut, just until here, or we make it thing. What would be the better way here? Let's make it KK. Let's test it. We have time. Cut here and here. Okay. So then we have again just quartz. And we are the master of quartz. Quartiana. Okay, optimize everything for be sure that it works. Bring it in the subdivision surface, and we have something like this here. That tells me we forgot some cuts here. So I make a loop cut here, KL loop cut, and I'm lazy, make a symmetrical cut, which means it cuts on the upper and lower side the same. So look. Again, and now we have a nice round handle here, which works perfect. Okay. Next step. Let's bring out the handle, or let's make the hole. Does not really matter, I think. Let's make the hole first. For this I make a loop cut no, not a loop cut, a UB, a ring selection here and here. MM, we know it meanwhile, MM makes a cut in between. Now UL to select this new cut here. MS to bevel, I bevel this out here. So something like this, it's fine. Ah, well, it is too far, so something like this. Okay, this should be nice. Good so far. And now, yeah, that's more or less it. Okay, we don't have it here. Ah, we forgot to make this cut inside this KL loop cut. We forgot to make here a cut too. So that's what we need. Okay, not we forgot, I forgot. I know it. No, let's make here the same with UB in edge mode. And here in inside too. Okay. And again UL select a new loop here, inside, outside. MS to bevel, and bevel this a little out. So around this will be our hole, will now be here in the middle. This will be our hole here. But I first want to, when I just make it now, instead of to get a round hole, I don't want a round hole. I'll show you what I mean. When I just now make this T for not T for I for in extrude, in extrude, and I could now, let's see, D extruded inner. Okay, we have selected our caps. So you see this. When I bring this in the subdivision surface, we get a round hole, and this is not what I want. I don't want a round hole. I want it. So go back. What I do now is simply, okay, simply make some another KJ, so another plane cut here. Plane cut here and here. So that's nice. Okay. And another plane cut. KL, or you can use a loop cut. KL, a loop cut. Here and here. Something like this. Okay. And now I select exactly this with the outer parts here. And when I select this and drag it to the inside, let's see if I don't, not I, so I need D for come on. I want to show it just on this one here. D for extrude, and the extruded inner. Okay, now you see I have this kind of hole, and this is what I want. I don't want a round hole, I want a kind of this hole here. Good, go back here. Again, I could make some cuts here again, so here and here, but we will see later if this is necessary or not. Select everything. Oh, here, I forgot I have to make this cut here. So come on, yeah, I need this loop cut here. KL. So I think it's somewhere here. Okay. Select this here. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, that looks nice now. Yeah, we could make this we could cut this in half and make this with an symmetry object too, but not now. So D for extrude, I extruded once, a little bit, and then a second time more, so, and hit delete to delete this points here. So, and now what I have is here UL in edge mode. I select this edge and this edge, and with MP I connect these two. Oops. Okay. Same I do on the other side. UL 1, 2, MP is for stitch and sew. Okay. And now I make just two more cuts. I want to cut here and here, so we have a nice surrounding here. So this is with KJ again. Make a cut here and here. Oh, that's the second one does that. So like that. Okay, now we have here's the one. And KL. Here now we cannot work with the symmetrical cut. Just make here. And if you remember, if you have three cubes, so around it you get the perfect edge here. And here we make the same. Here and here. So, and now we should have a nice hole here inside. Exactly what we want. Shift F6. Look, ribs. Okay. Good so far. Save this handle, and now let's bring up this handle with care. So D for not D, live selection with 9 on the keyboard. If I could bring just this out, but this is too less, I think so. Let's make this here. And maybe we really should make it just on one side. Yeah, let's make this UB in edge mode, jack. And I make MM again, so I have exactly the half of our thing here. Go in the with 0 on the keyboard. I go to the rectangle selection, point mode, delete here everything. Bye bye. It's the wrong side. Okay. Delete here everything. Bye bye. Okay. It was not the wrong side, but it's not the side I wanted. So good. Now we can work on one side, and then we simply put it in a symmetry object. So I make here a little an eye for in extrude. Bring this a little up here. First a little one, then more, and then yeah, okay, this should be nice. So I don't care about this top here. Just want to see how it looks here. Here it looks perfect. Okay. And then again, bring it again a little up here. So control, drag it up here. This is what goes to the other side then. Good so far. And now let's take this here, drag it out a little bit, and then this until position 0. Okay, and let's go here from front to back, so now I have the same here. Okay, but I want this whole thing a little down here, so what I do now is I select every point here, so T for scale, and scale it just in this direction a little bit, so could look nice. Then I just the upper points, T for scale again. Let's see what we get. Nice. Here we need just a cut, and that should be then. And here a cut, you see. So you KL for loop cut. So I make here a cut. Here we cannot cut in the, no, we can cut like this here. So cut. We have our 3 cubes here. And let's see how this works. Looks very nice. If you want this a little rounder here, because in the original one it's a little rounder here, you can make this whatever too, but I think you can do this. Well, no, let's make it later. So let's make this a little rounder. This should be no problem when we simply take these few points here and drag them to here. That should make everything a little rounder. See? When you drag it to the edge, zzz, zzz. That's it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, good. Nice. So, and if we want here some things, so we can UL, KL, and look cut here. Let's cut in here and here. I do it totally simple somehow, and here and here. And now I take just these polygons and drag them down. So now we get a handle with this thing here. Okay, put this in a symmetry object. First save it. Symmetry object, badoing. See, it's not exactly the middle. That's not what we want. I delete the symmetry object here. Now bring the cube out and let's see why it's not in the middle. So this should be in the middle. Let's bring in the world axis. Yeah, this is in the middle. So let's make the symmetry object alone, and then bring it in the symmetry object. Not the cube, but we can make it easier. Go to the weld points and we go to the tolerance to 0.1 or to 1 centimeter, and it's done. So easy it is. And make the symmetry object editable. And we can delete this to UL, we can delete this to MN for dissolve. Let's see what we get. Everything works. Maybe you can make now a third of this. How is this? So let's play a little bit with it. So I do this Jackbung, rectangle selection, this here, and this here, T for scale. Scale it a little out here. So make UL, so I want an edge here, MN to dissolve this, or I can use this as MS to bevel it. Okay, back. Here is something wrong. See. So let's optimize it. UL, MS. That seems we have a little mistake here. So let's UL MN. Okay. Here we have some. I know what it is. The 1 centimeter with the symmetry object was too much. So I go back until it's my symmetry object. That's one of the reasons I have thousands steps to go back. You should do this as well. So I want to show you what I mean. So that needs a little bit. My preferences, they need always a little bit until they show up. Don't know why, but it is like this. So here in the memory, you have an undo depth, and I have this at 1000 steps, so I can go back to 2 weeks if I want. Okay. And here I think we have a little problem. Symmetry object getter. 0.1 was too less here. But I don't know why it's too less. Or do I have a problem here? Wait. Yeah, this is the problem we have here. Caps on it, that's the problem. This, we don't need caps here. Blah, nobody needs it here. Blah, shivering. So that's now it works. Now we will have. Now everything will be nice. So and now let's bring this cube. The points. You see, they are not really on the 0 axis here. Position. It's you see the x is not on 0. Chung. Now everything should be x0. Now the symmetry object should work too nicely with the original 0.01 tolerance. Yep, this works now. Save, make it editable. Voodoo. Okay. And now I can use this UL whip mn to the solve. Go to the side, save, take my points here, this point, and this point. T for scale, scale it in the x-axis like this. UL in the edge mode, MS, now MS should work. Ba, 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 ba. And how it works like a charm. So, okay. Make one subdivision, and you will see why. Now UL, whoops, MS again, with no subdivision, and I just bring this guy down. Now we should have a nice rip. So that looks funny. Save it and bring it to the other side. This is our handle. Control C, copy it, go to the other one. Control V, paste it in. Chung, E for the move tool, but bring it up, and it fits like never before. I don't know how it should look, but I think it's okay. Make it maybe a little smaller, this whole thing, the whole handle. T for scale, make it a little. So, no, that's not nice. I just scale it in this direction. Yeah, that looks better now. A little up with it because I see here the thing through the hole. And bring it Alt G, so I bring this in a null object, and everything what is in this null object will be affected now by the subdivision surface. So when I activate the subdivision surface, everything will be affected here. That looks not, that's really like the original one, but now we can play as long as much as we want. Point mode, overgang, handle, yeah, bring it up here. T for scale, scale it down here. So maybe another T for scale here. Whoop. We first should have done it here, so back here. tiefer scale. One more. So, whoop. So, now. Okay. One less. So, with Control on the keyboard, you can deselect. So you can subtract at selection. So. Okay, and now deselect these ones here. Tiefer scale and scale this down. Something like that. Maybe that looks a little more. And yeah, that looks more. I like it. Okay, we have the handle too. But as I said, you can do this however you want with the handle. I just showed you the quick way how to handle it. So the next step, the holes are too big for me. We can make them smaller too. When we go to our edge selection here, select these here, tiefer scale it down. It kinda works, but go back. Much better. Okay. Save it. And now let's see here. This is everything okay. This looks a little thin, but in the original one, as far as I remember, it looks as well. Yeah, it's very thin as well. So okay. Make it here a little rounder here. We can make this when we just UL, and you know, I have this here, and now with MO I slide it down here. I have clone active, I don't want to clone. Slide this down, UL here. I just double clicked on the edge, so now this should be a little rounder. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, I'm much more. Okay, nice. Save it and then make here some material. It looks like a little subdivision, subsurface scattering material, some plastic or rubber material or whatever this is. Let's try to make something like this. Go in a material, new material, bottom, color. Try it with just luminance to make something like a subsurface scattering here. Effect, subsurface scattering. Let's see, maybe we can take here some ketchup. Ketchup. Something with this color maybe. It doesn't matter, we can the color change ourselves. So yeah, I take the ketchup one and make it here. This is why. It's more in the pink. Pinkish, reddish, whatever. So maybe bring it on the handle. Let's see what we get here. It's interesting. But it's not what I want. No, it's not bad at all. No, that's okay. How does it look at the original one? It's pinkish, but this could work. Okay, for the moment, and I want to, of course, in a more fast evaluation. And here I want, let's say 1 centimeter. Then we see it. This should see it much better. Subsurface scattering effect. It needs, but it needs longer, of course. Yeah, we see nice subsurface. It's as smaller this number, the path length, smaller this is, it's better the. No, not every time, but most of the time it's better. The result is better, but it needs longer to calculate. So be careful there. Yeah, I would say that's okay. This needs just more roughness. This is not rough enough. Not rough enough is nice. Yeah. Maybe a little more luminous, so maybe a little brighter. Let's try it here with a strength of 150. Yes. So we have this, we have this, we have this. We are almost ready. Well, we are ready. We have our thing here. And now if we, I think in the content browser, I don't know if we have something like a plate or something else. Presets. Plate we have for sure, but that's a wood plate. Not a back plate. A wood plate. How is this called? Wood. Wood is good. It doesn't matter. We can make our own little wood thing here. So let's make a cylinder, Tiefer scale. So make it, something like this. Whoop-de-doo. Because first let's make this this whole null here, the whole grater smaller. Like let's make the grater smaller. Okay, I make it in the null and I bring the null, the axis of the null on the bottom. I want to not so that we can scale from here from the bottom. So I go to the axis here and position 0. Now I have it here and axis away. So the null has its axis here, and this means I can nicely, and there's a T for scale. I can nicely scale from here, and it stays on the bottom. See, that works fine. How big is our handle now here? Survived. What to do is still a very big thing. 30 is still big. I don't know how high this is. I never used it. When I eat cheese, I don't need a grater. Just eat it. So there goes the cylinder here. But now we have to be careful because Grater a little bigger here. So bring the blade a little to the side here. So something like that. And I need a null here and bring it. Be careful that it does not leviate here. So, okay. Save everything, don't forget it. And yeah, this is our blade here. We can put it exactly in the middle of the, yeah, and why not? Reset PSR. And we have our cylinder here with NH. I bring back my normal thing. And I need just 8 segments. I still want to make it. Bring it up a little bit here. Bring it to the floor. I think I have it now. 8. Make it 10. 100, so we have nice things here, nice numbers, maybe 15, nice thick wood. Bring the grater up here again, so now we move to yeah, it simply should be on 15. So now I take the cylinder, make it editable. C on the keyboard and don't forget to optimize. So UL and I for in extrude. Just make a little thing here. So something like that, and here UL, bring this down a little bit, D for scale, I don't need extrude, it does thing, E for move tool and control click, control drag, so hold the control key and drag it down, so something like this. This should look quite round and roundish. So make a bevel down here, UL, MS for a bevel, just a little bevel here, we are in the wrong direction. And I don't want this, I want a solid bevel here. And here I want a bigger bevel, UL, or double tick, MS, a little bigger. So, something like this. Let's see what we get if we put this in a subdivision surface. So, as I said, everything what is in the null will be affected, and we have a nice blade here, wood blade, but now we don't start at this with triangles, of course. We don't want triangles, so this is very easy to get rid of the triangles here. I make just another UL here, I for an extrude, so a little bit, and now I go to the edge mode and just delete every second edge here. So not delete, so I dissolve every second edge, and we have quartz. So look how nice this is. So maybe we need another, because we have such a small, let's make a camera. Go to the camera here and make it maybe 50 or 80. NI, so see everything. Now we don't need the whole plate in our scene. Okay, like this. Save it. And now I want to have another background, so we do go to my camera first and give it a protection tag. This is another small script from me. You can download in the description, because I was just lazy to go down, right click and protection to just bang, and it works for every object what you have selected. So save it, and now we need a wood texture for our blade. Let's see what we have here in my Nikomedia textures. If you're Patreon, you can download the textures. It will be continuous updated. This looks nice. Bring it down here. Whoops. But we need another. I go to bring this a little back here. Try it with cubic mapping. Looks much better. Let's see how it looks. What needs the stainless steel? That looks not really bad. But somehow this is a little too big. Fit it to object, and let's deactivate this. I deactivate for the moment the displacement here with the stainless steel, then it renders much faster. So I still don't like it that much. Go to the cylinder and go to my texture mode, and I go to the highest and make this 102. So that should look a little better. Yeah, it looks better, but still not really nice. The cylinder mapping does not work here. That was clear. Maybe we can drag this a little around. What I can try is go to the subdivision surface here and go to the edge here. Does not change anything. Don't like this here. This edge. Yeah, of course, when we make a UV unwrapping thing, then it would work, but I don't want to make this at the moment. We can make it easier. Lazy Nico comes in. To go out of the camera. Because we want to see our grater and not our plate here. So. And make another camera. And hide this camera here, so, and render this one. It is too big, I think, the whole thing here. This is. We go back here, and now I go from 50 to 50. That looks better, but it still does not look nice. Bump. It's maybe a little too high. Yes, better. And the refractance here. More of these. And let us give it another background so first. Before we work here, so go to my low settings and go here to fixed. 2.5 should be fine. And now go to my scene rig HDRI and let's find a nice HDRI, and I think I know which one I want to use. HDRIs, and go to indoor and go to my funs and cleave things. I like the fun cleaves. So go back here and render. Fun cleave is so far so good, but nice, but I want to see it in the background, so scene by camera on. And I don't really need our floor, so background floor, go to here and floor on, not really. And background not on too, don't need it. And this starts to look great. Looks almost perfect. Maybe I make now the chrome a little. Go back to 100 here. Now we have this thing, this is from the lettering here, so of course we have to change it here too. now bring back the displacement. Now we should see our stainless steel. It needs a little, of course, we know it because of the stainless steel. Yeah, it's now far too much out because we shrink this whole object, but we did not shrink the height here, so that's the 0.1 should be enough here. Yeah, that's perfect. Maybe 0.15. So, and let's make a little, go to my rig and go to the HDRI settings and a little more reflection brightness, and maybe 10% more. That's great now. Okay, and now I try to make a nice render. Save it, and first I try to make a, let's make a middle GI render for the moment. And render it out. Go back to 100% here. Let's see how long it needs. Okay, because we have a blurry reflection and everything on it, it will need a little longer later to render. Do subdivision surface and everything is nice. And this is because we have still activated our interactive render region here. So in the middle GI output, the render region, no. So that looks quite nice so far. Okay, we'll make a short break and try to make a even higher render, high GI. So I'm back when it's ready. Okay, it's not totally ready, but you see we get a really great render here. And what I like now is I want a blurry background, so depth of field, and yeah, that should it be then. We have still a little noise inside, so we have to go with the render settings a little higher. If you have this, you see the render settings here, the high GI and the physical. I am with the blurriness subdivision at 3, so we can go here up to 4, 5, even higher. That's okay. Here should everything be okay for this one. And yeah, subsurface scattering at 4 is more than enough here. Yeah, that's okay. We could go here to 3, or you can go here is an height thing too, but this needs forever. We can get rid of something like this noise here in Photoshop too. Okay. Maybe let's continue. We make a depth of field. So I go here to low GI. For now, save it. Go to the camera. Go where I want to have the field. I go with this arrow here. I pick the view I want. So let's say I want it here in the middle somewhere, or I want it, yeah, and the top here. So this edge here, that's somewhere here. Okay, here. So you see 103 rabbit. Now I go to the physical and I go down with the f-stop here. We will try this one. And in newer versions of cinema you can play with the options and say here depth of field. And you see, you can imagine how it looks. This will be maybe a little too much. And don't forget, if you have depth of field, you have to activate it in the render settings too. Under the physical. So I go to low GI here, physical, and you see here depth of field. You have to activate it here too. Otherwise you won't see nothing. So I just rendered it, but I disable the displacement for now, so that we can work a little faster. This is maybe a little too much depth of field. The smaller the number here in the f-stop, is more depth of field you get, depth of field. So I go here to 2 for now. And 2 seems fine for me. Okay. Save this. Make a nicer render, and then I think we'll go a little to Photoshop and make it a little nicer. Okay, go to my high GI settings, and as I said, don't forget depth of field here, and I go with the blurriness subdivisions up to 5, and don't forget the lettering, enable displacement, and I go here to 4. And save again and render again and be back when it's done. So I am back, and look at this. We don't even would need to go to Photoshop. We have no grain anymore here. Nothing. This is just because I set the blur subdivisions to 5. And you see the render time is not really a problem. 5 minutes. And we have a wonderful but we can make this a little better, so I go to edit, copy this, go to Photoshop, make a new file, and here from clipboard, okay, copy from clipboard, create, but I want 16-bit here, so create, paste this with Control V, and the first thing what I do normally, so delete this. Okay. Normally I make a smart object out of this, and with Control Shift A I go to my camera raw, and here 100%. If I go here to clarity, this is when you have some metal, you just see you get a very nice thing here. Make maybe a little more exposure here. Okay, a little more contrast. I don't need even more contrast. No. Make a little vignette. Here. Yes. Add it. Maybe a little more exposure. And we are done. Okay. This is before and later. So for later, and it's great. We are ready. So I hope you liked this one. I had fun with it, so I really liked it. And yeah, as I said, it will be a longer one, but you have seen it. It's not so easy, but it really pays off if you have some patience, if you make it correctly, and then you don't have any problem with subdivisions or something. And yeah, I really like this one. I had fun with this one. So okay, I hope you are with me in my next tutorial, and yeah, I hope you show me your results, and you can post your results on my Facebook group, and there are many talented people, and they will comment your work too, and yeah, so please post your things, subscribe to my Facebook group. If you wanna support me on Patreon, you will find a link in the description. Patrons get all the project files until it's over 80 project files, and yeah, patrons from €5 and above get this. But even if you're patron with €1, I'm happy about it. So every euro counts. So if you say, yeah, once a month, euro, this Nico is worth it. So, and or if you just say, no, I don't want to support you on Patreon, I want to donate, you can do this with PayPal, and you will find this link in the description too. If you have requests, if you have questions, if you have complaints, please write me here in the comments, or on my Facebook site, or on my Facebook group, or on my website, or an email, whatever you want. And I honestly, I 100% try to answer each question, so and each request. But you can imagine the list gets longer and longer and longer, and so I'm still alone here, and it's hard to combine work with the tutorials and everything, and even such for this tutorial. I knew this will be a longer one, and you see it's 2 hours and like what, and yeah, but it makes this still fun, and I will continue. So yeah, have a wonderful day, and that's it for now. If something is missing, tell me. The plugins links you will find everything in the description. And now I say, yeah, best regards from Vienna, all the best from the bottom of my heart, and tschüss und baba.